Welcome back to City 7 News. Tourist arrivals in Sharjah increased by 11% in the first half of this year compared to the same period in 2009. According to the latest report by the Sharjah Commerce and Tourism Development Authority, there was 70% hotel occupancy rate in the period, with over 745,000 guests staying in the Emirates establishments. The growth of the Emirates tourism sector has been attributed to new attractions and special offerings at hotels. 500 violations have been recorded against reckless motorists over the past 2 days during a campaign launched by Ajman Police. The violations exclude those detected by road radars and crossing red signals. It only includes violations detected by traffic officials on various Ajman roads conducting surprise inspections. Motorists were given a newly printed guidance pamphlet that clearly states the most common mistakes that leads to fatal accidents. The Civil Defence in Ras Al Khaimah has asked owners of workshops located in residential neighbourhoods to relocate them as they pose a threat to people's safety. Many workshops established in residential areas, especially in the Jolan and Maarid areas, do not meet the minimum safety requirements, which could help in the prevention and spread of fire. Officials have said that workshops and garages must be established in the areas designated for industrial or mechanical activities and not near people's homes, because the chances of fire breaking out in these establishments is higher because of the nature of their work. Besides, many residents have complained that they are inconvenienced by the workshops as they are noisy. An extensive network of bus priority lanes is being planned to help boost public transport use and raise the bus punctuality rate. These lanes are currently under study. Private vehicles that stray into bus priority lanes will face fines. The target for bus punctuality level is 75% by December 2010. As of June 2010, it stood at 61.8%. The Big Apple Circus is in Abu Dhabi with a thrills-packed 90-minute performance to entertain those who left stranded in the heat. City 7 News stopped by for an exclusive backstage peek at the hustle and bustle behind the show.
The amount of effort that goes into a circus show is phenomenal. From choreographies to sets to elaborate costumes. On the surface, it may all look easy, but there's a lot of action going on behind the scenes. Let's take an inside look. Unbeknownst to excited children across Abu Dhabi, the Big Apple Circus almost didn't make it here in time. The sets were lost at sea for 4 days.
Well, we arrived and the boat wasn't here. So the first thing we did is get up every day and walk in and go, no boat. Okay. We drew a ring on the floor with crayons. So all right, this is where we're going to practice. No matter what happens, come tomorrow night, we're going to open. If the ring didn't get here, we'd have built a new one. If the set didn't get here, whatever it took, we were going to work all night, all day and do it.
To put on a show this big, a team of 34 flew in from around the globe. But a few of the crew members were recruited right off the streets of Abu Dhabi.
I asked if there's a job opportunity over here, and they told me there's a circus going on, and I thought that was a great opportunity for me to join in and perhaps experience something I've never experienced before.
The circus performers had never worked together before their arrival in the capital, and they only had 7 days to perfect the show. The choreographer raced to put together the routines, which the cast spent 8 hours a day practicing.
They're professional, that they'll take it upon themselves to get it right. And most of the professionals know how to make it look like this is exactly what they're supposed to be doing, whether they're doing it right or wrong. They just stay in the vibe of being the performer and being a professional, and they can sell it.
Behind the scenes, lighting designers work with the artistic director to set the mood and ensure that lights never block performers from seeing their mark on the floor. High-risk acrobat acts rely on contraptions usually rigged by technicians, but one aerialist in the show prefers to take his life into his own hands.
That's the first thing any artists have to learn. I have many friends and people come to see the show. They like to do trapeze, what I do. And I said, well, the first thing you have to learn is set up the net and put your own rigging. Because of that, and it's a lot of work, some people decide, don't do trapeze.
Backstage in the hours before the first show, the performers race to apply their pounds of makeup and squeeze into their assorted colorful costumes. Each entertainer is encouraged to develop their own unique look, right down to designing the clothes they wear.
It's been really fun. I get to enjoy. I get to make my own designs. I get to wear whatever I like. And actually, this costume, I made it for this show, and the other one, the orange one. And I'm very happy and very proud to be wearing what I made.
When showtime rolls, the acts come together marvelously. The acrobatic feats are terrifying to behold. But everyone knows their job, and the circus goes off without a hitch. Carmel Dumici, City 7 News.
Wow. And with that, let's take a look at the weather forecast across the UAE tomorrow. Well, that brings us to the end of the bulletin. As always, please feel free to get in touch with us at news@city7tv.com, or you can call us on 04-367-2254. You can also watch our bulletins anytime on city7tv.com, and do join the City 7 News Facebook page. For now, from the news team, it's goodbye and have a good weekend.